Hi everyone, welcome back. We're going to switch it up today and we are going to be doing some cuticle cleanup, and I'm super excited to share this with you. So right now, this is the cuticle growth that I have on there after I removed some jelly tips, and I was wearing the jelly tips for about 3 weeks. And for today we are going to be using the Sundara Nails Cuticle Remover, and it's in this cute little bottle, and then the application also has that brush. So you will see here right away that the consistency of the Sundara Cuticle Remover is a lot thicker than a lot of the other cuticle removers that I've tried. So if you want to compare it to Blue Cross Cuticle Remover, now Blue Cross is very, very liquidy and it's super messy. And you will see here that when you are using the Sundara Cuticle Remover, you're definitely getting a more controlled application because of the consistency of the cuticle remover, that it's a little bit thicker, and you're applying it with that brush. So you get to place that remover exactly on the areas that you want to focus on, and it's not messy at all, which I really like that. And don't get me wrong, I do like the Blue Cross Cuticle Remover. That is my ride or die, but I really like using the Sundara Nails Cuticle Remover. It is a game changer based on the consistency of the product itself. I really like that thickness of it and how it doesn't move around after you apply it. And I like the brush application. And the third reason why I like it is because of the scent. The scent is really like tropical, fruity. It kind of takes you on a little vacation, and I'm all about the scent. It's not too overpowering at all. It's not too perfumey. It's like the perfect like tropical vacation to get you in that like spa mindset when you're cleaning up your cuticles. All right, so enough about that. So now I'm going to go in with a glass cuticle pusher. And I'm using both sides. I'm using that flat angled side to push in the cuticles, and then I'm going in with the pointy edge of the glass cuticle file, and I'm cleaning up the cuticle lines and the sidewall. And then after I'm done doing each nail, I'll go ahead and wipe off that cuticle pusher. And right now I'm just gently pushing on that nail, just gently pushing those cuticles back. Now the glass cuticle pusher is super gentle on the skin and the nail. So I really prefer this method with the glass cuticle pusher when I'm cleaning my cuticles. I was using like a pumice cuticle pusher before I switched to the glass cuticle pusher, and I noticed that the pumice cuticle pusher was definitely more harsher on my nails, and I can definitely see a difference with the growth of my nail when I use the glass pusher versus something else. So that's also something that I really like using the glass cuticle pusher for. And it all depends too on the product you're using as well. So it's a combination of the cuticle remover and the glass pusher itself. It just makes it for the ultimate cleanup. So that's what I'm just continuing here. It's super easy and it's kind of satisfying to do, honestly. And before this, I did not clean up my cuticle for about 3 weeks. Now, anytime I do a fresh jelly set on my left hand, I will always go ahead and do a cuticle cleanup. For two things, I want to make sure that my jelly tips are laying as flat to the nail to the cuticle as possible to help avoid any lifting or anything like that. If you are not putting jelly tips on and you're going in with builder gel, it will also help your builder gel adhere well. Or if you're dipping on top of your natural nails, if you are dipping on top of any of that cuticle area or any of that like dead cuticle skin, it will actually start making your dip powder lift. Or if you ever ran your hair through your nail, or your nails through your hair, and you had your hair stuck in your nails, you know that feeling? That might be another reason why you're experiencing that. Cuticle prep is definitely key before you are doing your mani. If it's a gel mani or anything like that, cuticle prep is definitely very important. So another step that is completely optional is going in with an e-file, which I'm doing right now, just to make sure that I got rid of any of that extra dead skin. And you will see here that I am still getting a lot, like right there. I am still removing a lot, even though I did use that glass cuticle pusher. If you're not comfortable with an e-file, that's totally okay. You can just spend a little bit more time, attention to detail with that glass cuticle pusher. You do not need to use an e-file. I just really like it because that ball bit gives me a really nice crisp cuticle line after the glass file, so that's why I like using the e-file. Now I'm only using this, it goes all the way to 3 RPM. I'm only using this on a 6 when I was doing the cuticle cleanup, so you don't need to do anything too crazy or too fast, just a nice gentle speed. And make sure whatever hand you're using, you are making sure that that drill is going in the opposite direction. All right, so then after that, I'm just going in with a lint-free wipe with alcohol, and I'm just cleaning up any of that extra cuticle remover. Another thing too, you could wash your hands with Dawn dish soap and a little scrubby brush. That would work too. All right, so after all that cuticle prep, we're going to go in and nourish those cuticles with some cuticle oil from Sundara Nails. This is in the scent Peach. There's also blueberry, lavender, and cherry. And I really like this cuticle oil. It's a very light fragrance. It's not too perfumey at all. It's just a very light, nice scent. And Peach is definitely one of my favorites. I picked it up during the Black Friday sale, and I'm obsessed with it. But this is how I do my cuticle prep with just that remover, the glass file, and the e-file. Again, the e-file is totally optional. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any tips and tricks on your cuticle cleanup, definitely leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next upload.